This program is called The Afterlife, which we have some amazing panelists, which we'll get to them in a little bit. But we really just want to connect you and network you with professionals who have played former professional basketball, but also are just living in the real world right now and professionally having careers and, going through reality. And as you can see, we have a special guest that just came in. Sorry if I missed it earlier, but to introduce who she is, she's amazing. Her name is Nefertiti Walker, also known as Nef. She is the Interim Associate Chancellor for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. She's a UMass Amherst Associate Dean for an Inclusive Organization and Associate Professor Sport Management here at UMass. She is a former women's basketball student athlete from Georgia Tech and Stetson University. Nef transferred to Stetson, where she was a team captain, won a conference championship, and led the team to the program's first ever NCAA women's basketball national tournament appearance.
So how prepared do you feel for life after basketball? So we had 82% of y'all said somewhat prepared, and 2 said very prepared, or 18%.
Who said they prepared?
You said they're very prepared.
What's your plan?
Go overseas and get another master's and then come back and work in marketing somewhere.
Oh, she said another master's. What's your first master's in?
Hopefully public policy.
That's cool.
I'm gonna be a nurse after I graduate.
Yes to the nurses!
I played 6 years overseas in Denmark, Italy, Israel, Poland, Turkey, and Montenegro. Currently, I am a personal trainer, and I also own my own fitness business.
How did you get your current job, and how did you know that that was the job you wanted to do?
So after playing overseas, I came home. I went back to school. Once I became a nurse, I got my bachelor's in like 15 months. It was an accelerated program. So then I applied just to the local hospital. I mean, healthcare, you'll always have a job.
So currently I'm still playing. So, I always wanted to be a professional basketball player since I was little. And as we all know, basketball is year round. So there's like no breaks in between. So constantly my mind says it's basketball, play professional. And then once I got to college, my senior year is when I actually found out that there's opportunity to actually play professional overseas. I said towards the end of my senior year is when like agents start contacting me and about opportunity. Yeah, he came to me, gave me an opportunity to play my first year in Bulgaria.
If there were no restrictions, like no requirements, money wasn't a thing, like what, and you can only do one thing like for the rest of your life and it's not basketball, what would you do?
I would just want to be a mom, like honestly.
That is so cute.
Well, like I love kids, and like I know like I'm just supposed to be a mom.
What if you like open a daycare?
Man,
You don't want to watch
I could do like preschool or like kindergarten.
We kind of talked about using the university a lot. Like Hofstra did like a nice little tidbit on myself and Candace just because we're in the front line in New York City. Somebody posted online, and the president of the university, his name's Stuart Rabinowitz. You guys remember him, right? Like Hofstra people. He like commented on my photo like, "Hey, this is great." Like the only reason he did that is because like I literally walked into his office on office hours days and was like introduced myself. So like, but it's funny because when I tried to get a job as a doctor, I like texted him. I was like, "Hey, can you help me get a job?" And that's part of the reason I ended up back at Hofstra. So, I mean, it's a weird story, but all I'm saying is like, it really does matter who you shake hands with. So it's really important.
5 takeaways, doesn't mean from the same person, that you got from this that you can take into life.
Definitely don't let like basketball stop you from doing what you want to do, because I got a really good pep talk saying like that's very important. So I appreciate that a lot.
Don't gotta be in a hurry to get like your life together. Like you're gonna find a new journey, I feel like, every single day.
Plan ahead. Simple, but yeah, plan ahead.
Like use your university to help you like move forward and do what you want to do.
This was meant for you guys all. I don't want you guys to, kind of take this as a grain of salt of everything that they're saying, because, they've been through it. They've been in your shoes, they've played overseas. I think definitely reaching out to them. Reaching out is the number one thing.
Shout out to Amanda and Liz for putting this together. Like, you guys, we didn't have anything like this. And so don't take this opportunity for granted. This is such a cool thing that you have people that are part of your program that are interested in more than just your basketball capabilities and are trying to help you look forward at your future. So use them and make sure you just show your appreciation for them, because what they're doing once you get out of it, you'll realize how important it was.
At some point, you'll be passing along this information to somebody else. Like that's what basketball does. That's what being part of a team does, and being part of like the women's basketball community at large, is that this will be your turn to pass it along in years to come. And that's an obligation. Like when they asked to do this, I think all of us were automatically like, of course, because like we want to give back. We are here because we don't know it all, and we want to help you get wherever you want to get.